I've always valued my wife, my kids, my parents, and even my modest paycheck. Life, in all its forms, was something I embraced, and I consider myself a genuinely happy guy. Sure, I wasn't swimming in cash, but I'd built a family, secured an apartment with manageable mortgage in a decent neighborhood. My wife is stunning. She's the mother of our two little ones and the heart and soul of our home. Bottom line, she's everything to me. After we bought the place, I took on a second job to make ends meet, while Olivia held down the fort at home with the kids. Our son and daughter were both just 2 years old, too young for daycare. We took on the renovations ourselves, since I had experience with interior work, and hiring outside help felt both unnecessary and expensive. Most of the building was already occupied, and many of the apartments had already been updated. One day, I felt a pang of longing while we were walking back from the store, enjoying the warm April sunshine. The area was filled with families out for a stroll, and our neighbors were clearly well off, judging by the fancy foreign cars parked around the lot. Right near our entrance was a gleaming new sport bike, an absolute beauty. "That must have cost a fortune," Olivia remarked as she pushed the stroller. "Yeah, no kidding. It's not cheap," I said. "Some people are living the dream. Probably didn't have to take out a loan for it. Meanwhile, we can't even afford a beach vacation or finish the repairs after 2 years. This mortgage is killing us." "Yeah, drowning in debt." I added, "We'll be eating ramen noodles before we know it. This isn't living. It's just hard work." Olivia let out a deep breath and cut me off. "Come on, what are you talking about? We're doing great. We have our own place, 2 beautiful kids. We'll get the debt under control, and then we'll really start enjoying life. We'll save up for vacations, for college, for weddings." She didn't seem convinced, though. Without another word, she headed for the entrance. "Let's go grab a bite. I still have so much to do, and you have work tonight." Olivia and the kids disappeared inside, leaving me standing there. Even though she was feeling down, I still held on to the hope of a brighter future, one full of happy moments. I dragged myself home from work at 10 a.m. "You were late today," Olivia said from the bedroom. "Yeah, we were swamped," I replied as I walked in to see her. She was on the floor scrubbing crayon marks off the door. "Where are the kids?" I asked, surprised by the unusual quiet. "Scarlett's on the 9th floor. They're playing with Lucas," she answered. "Her youngest is the same age as ours," she added. "Go to bed," she told me, getting up from the floor. She looked exhausted, like she hadn't slept at all. "Hannah's stomach is acting up again. I was up with her most of the night," she continued. "Twins are a nonstop roller coaster. I'm going to see Camilla." "What for?" I asked. "She's going to dye my hair blonde. You know I've been wanting to do it for ages, and she's just learning to be a colorist." I gave her a concerned look. "But we're supposed to be saving." "It's free," she cut me off. "Just go to sleep, live." Olivia is super outgoing, unlike me. She's made a ton of friends in no time, while I often don't even say hello to the neighbors. That evening, after finally dragging myself out of bed, I found my wife in the kitchen with a brand new blonde hairstyle. The kids had already eaten and were fighting over a toy. "Where are you going?" I asked. We were about to go for a walk with the kids when she was clearing the table. "You're working tonight again, right?" she asked. "Nope," I replied. "The boss gave me a break. I'm going in the morning." "Great," she almost shouted before rushing around to gather the kids. Something about Olivia felt different recently, especially with her new hair color. She'd always been busy and preoccupied with herself, but it felt like it was more than just that lately. Honestly, women can be a mystery sometimes. Life went on, and I kept plugging away at work while Olivia handled things at home. The kids started kindergarten, but there was a subtle change in the air. Something was missing. Olivia and I had grown distant. Our conversations had dwindled down to just a few words a day. I blamed myself. My demanding job and constant absence had driven a wedge between us. Then, one sweltering afternoon in July, I left work early. Things were quiet, so I figured I'd surprise my family. Maybe take them to the park for a bit. When I walked outside, I saw the same fancy SUV parked near the building. 2 people were inside chatting animatedly. I recognized Olivia's voice. I froze, standing between the cars, unsure what to do. I don't know how long I stood there, but eventually I watched her get out of the car, toss away a cigarette, which was strange because she'd never smoked, and the driver followed her. They both went into the building. A jolt of realization hit me hard. I rushed up to our apartment, but when I opened the door, it was empty. I sank to the floor, trying to wrap my head around it. Olivia was having an affair. The elevator dinged open, and I turned to see her walking into the apartment, alone. "Olivia, what's going on? What are you doing?" I shouted, my voice echoing through the hallway. "Liam, don't shout," she said, surprisingly calm. "Let's go home, and I'll explain everything inside." She told me everything. "So you saw us?" she asked. I was going to tell you myself eventually. Well, I guess eventually is now. She introduced me to Ethan, explaining that they'd been seeing each other for 2 months. My mind was racing. "What are you doing?" "We have a family. We have kids." I shouted. "We don't have a family anymore," she replied, her tone flat. "I filed for divorce 4 days ago. I'm sick of you, your job, the endless repairs, and your constant whining about a happy future. We're not going to have a future. Liam, I'm done." I couldn't believe it. She mocked me, calling me Hannah like it was some kind of insult. I've been Hannah for 28 years. I want to live a real life, not like this. I'm tired of counting pennies, tired of the same routine, tired of watching other people live while I'm stuck in the background of our so-called family. I stood there, stunned. "What about the kids?" I asked, finally understanding the full scope of it all. She responded dryly, "Ethan and I are taking the kids to my parents for the weekend. You need to be out of here by Monday. You don't have much stuff." She grabbed her gym bag, walking out with the same calmness, adding, "Liam, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm just done with you. Look at you. You can't even finish the repairs. You don't make enough money. You don't spend time with the kids. You're always at work. There's nothing left here for me. I want a real life." The door slammed behind her, and I just stood there, my world falling apart. I couldn't move. I ran out of the apartment, desperate to confront Ethan, to find him, to tear him apart. But when I got outside, the car was gone. No Olivia, no one, just the rain. I stood there in the rain, empty, not knowing what to feel. I wasn't a coward, but what was the point? There was nothing left to fight for, nothing left to save. The divorce was finalized. Olivia sold the apartment, paid off the mortgage and debts, and then spent 2 months with Ethan before he left her for someone else. Now, he was living with his parents, and she was back with the kids. She called me, suggesting we try again. But what was the point? Like she said, there was nothing. And when there's nothing, there's no point in starting over. If you enjoyed today's story, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon.